What's up, y'all? Or shall I say, what up, though? As we say in Detroit, the Dirty Mitten, the 313, the D. Let's get into this viral sensation, seafood pot pie. Hey yo, I'm still not greedy, but you gotta feed me fettuccine. Broccoli with the cheese, I need cheese on top of what we're gonna do is get a medium saucepan. You're gonna add a half a stick of unsalted butter to the pan. You're gonna add your ingredient that takes the longest to prepare. Mine was corn. I wanted my corn to be nice and tender. You're gonna bring that to a simmer and emulsify all that butter as much as you can to the consistency or tenderness that you like your corn. So now we're going to add the rest of our ingredients, which is crushed garlic, 2 cloves. You're going to do about a third of a green bell pepper, dice it kind of small. You're going to get you a red onion. You're going to chop that small as well, to your liking, of course. And then you're going to add all of that into the same pot, and you're going to let it cook down and render all that butter and that oil. Once all that has cooked down, you're going to add some celery salt. If you did not chop up celery like I didn't want to go through that process of chopping up the celery and stringing it. So I just added about a half a teaspoon of the celery salt. And do not use a lot, because this taste will come back and it will bite you in the recipe and you'll be like, what is that taste? But that's that. So use just a little bit. Now right here, I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil or cooking oil if you have it, so that we can begin to make the roux with the flour. And remember, we're not going to brown this flour. We're just going to make a thick enough base for the roux. Once it starts forming, and you'll see the change in the texture, and you'll also feel it as you're stirring with your ladle or your spoon. You're going to reduce your heat and then add some heavy whipping cream, and you're going to just add it a little bit at a time and stir it to a consistency that you'll be able to tell. It's almost like an Alfredo consistency. And then you're going to turn the heat off and you're going to set it aside and just let all those ingredients soak up all that flavor from the roux that you just made. Right here, I'm going to add the rest of my veggies, which and my meat, which is diced canned potatoes. Of course, you let those drain and you set them on a paper towel and you set them aside. Then you're going to add some frozen peas and you're going to add your crab meat and your shrimp or whichever meat at this time is what you would do. Then you're going to go ahead and add your seasonings of choice. I used Badia seafood seasoning. It has a nice smoky flavor. It's not real salty like Tony's or, too spicy like Old Bay. So I used that, and I used a little bit of garlic powder and a little bit of onion powder. So about a tablespoon of each. So at this time, you're going to make your Cheddar Bay biscuit mix using the manufacturer's instructions. That's it. That's all. Okay, well, here we are. Now I'm adding my crab meat and my shrimp. I thought I added it earlier. I can't see on this thing while I'm editing it. But anyway, you add your meat at this time because you don't want it to be overcooked and become chewy or tough or whatever. So at this point, this is when you add it. This right here is my ramekin. It's kind of big. It's not the smaller ones that I use to hold my ingredients. But this was a nice size for a deep dish for a pot pie. So this is mine. I'm going to butter it on the inside with the garlic butter and around the rim of it so that the biscuit does not stick to the top. Now I'm going to begin filling up the ramekin to that first little line that's on the inside of the cup. You don't want to go past that, okay? And because I have no experience really as a baker other than reading the box with the instructions, I just did what I thought. So I put three nice sized portions of the mixture on top of the pot pie filling. And here it is. Before it goes into the oven. I set the oven at 425 degrees. I let it bake for about 20 minutes. Don't forget to make the butter mixture packet. And at that point, when it comes out of the oven, this is where you do the drizzle and glaze the biscuit and do all that good stuff that you want to do at the end of your video. And that's my seafood pot pie. And honey, it was delicious.